sweat, and tears cement human history into the foundations of the Willow Run Airport in Belleville, Michigan. A huge assembly line manufactured planes to fight in World War II at the 312-acre property. The Yankee Air Museum intends to not let the history of such a place fade into obscurity.
The preservation of history, the dedication to what this community did for the war effort is all preserved by Yankee Air Museum. At the peak of their production, they pushed a manufactured plane out the doors that you see in this picture. Every hour, one plane an hour.
The GM bankruptcy settlement gave Racer Trust the property, hoping a buyer would realize the value of such real estate.
This was the centerpiece for the arsenal of democracy. It was just so important to save a little bit of this.
The Yankee Air Museum educates and entertains visitors with memorabilia, stories, and a host of military vehicles from many American war campaigns. The decision to move the entire museum to a portion of the airfield gave many in the community a reason for excitement.
When I decided to go to Racer, they're going to say yes. I'm an eternal optimist. Everything's going to work.
The Racer mission dictates that not everyone can purchase a property.
We have to vet a buyer. Do they have the capacity, the capability, the reputation to actually deliver on their promises?
Prime location is not everything in buying a piece of property, for most, especially an abandoned plane factory.
So when we took it, we had no utilities, we had no storm sewer, we had no gas. We needed to make sure if we came onto the property as a nonprofit museum, we would not somehow be tasked with the cleanup. We would not be liable for anything, something that could easily put us out of business.
It was well known that environmental factors were present on a property like this.
We have over 40 acres of oil floating on the water table, and we have PCBs, we have a lot of different things, and we're trying to better understand that and develop a remedy for that to prevent exposure to any of the people coming to visit the museum.
To encourage business owners to purchase sites like these, a prospective purchaser agreement is the norm. A prospective purchaser agreement provides liability protection from environmental cleanup and remediation to businesses that purchase contaminated properties.
And so when we can provide liability protection, responsible answers, and deal with environmental issues on the site, we take away most all of the obstacles to redeveloping a site.
So we spent the entire first year just cleaning the building up and doing interior demolition to get it somewhat to the point where you see now. The model that Racer did and what we did through EPA, the PPA, and all the protection we have now, it is a perfect partnership all the way through.
The once blighted property, ironically the birthplace of the iconic Rosie the Riveter and her "Yes We Can" slogan, gives encouragement to all those involved.
This is a site that you don't get very often, which is transformative. That's amazing to be a part of that.
The enthusiasm they generated as a part of this effort, sort of bringing Rosie the Riveter back to life, what turned into a we can do it again campaign.